Joe Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at the Cobra Snow Serpent. This just got in from BigBadToyStore.com. Sometimes they get stuff really early, sometimes they get stuff a little early, but I always appreciate it. Front of the box, the first thing that struck me is how goofy this looks. This guy just shredding some gnar, brah. And I get it, like the snowboard is, I don't know. Is it goofier than skis? Probably not. But I don't know, this just struck me as probably the silliest box art we've seen so far. I do like Snow Job up in the background here. Pulse has charged me for my Snow Job, but has not shipped it yet. It's been almost a week at this point. Really cool art over here. I'm still not sure how I feel about the update to the Snow Serpent design, but we'll take a look at it once we get it out of the box. Tons of accessories. You've got the QR code that does nothing. Well, it takes you to the Pulse site. And then you've got the qualifications down here. I've given up on there being any kind of real lore to go along with these, and that's fine. I just want cool toys. And then again, on the side, you've got the art of the character. And then the back of the box, the wild, overwhelming amount of stuff for this deluxe figure that I think is about $10 more than the regular figures. We will find out in a minute if it is worth that price. Let's see here. Let's open her up. I just can't get over how it just, you know, when I say goofy, James Bond. Wait, was there a snowboarding No, I'm thinking of Roger Moore on the skis. So this guy should have come, well, he's got his parachute pack, so there should be a big Cobra parachute that deploys out of that if we're embracing full-on James Bond goofiness. All right. That's everything that's in the box. We'll toss that back there. Yet another very large locker full of accessories. I like these larger sized ones. I've actually got stuff sitting in the Trouble Bubble one right now. Although this one is narrow and large, so it's maybe not quite as useful. All right, let's take a look at the figure. Let's see how easy. Oh, I love it. This paper twine stuff. Oh, now see, these they actually tied up in knots. I mean, it's still not that big a deal, but I really like it when you can just untwist it and get it out of there. Much easier. There we go. And then that cool grayscale art in the back. Ooh, he's kind of bulky. I like that. Has there's a thickness to the figure. His gear is all. There we go. There's a thickness to him that I really like. That makes it feel like he's in cold weather gear. I like that. I like the look, the size. It's really nice. I wish the blue was a little bluer. But man, the profile of the figure is great. Oh, I really, really like the way that they did this. So underneath, what do we got? Okay, so we don't have the ab crunch joint. We've got the sort of ball joint type upper abdomen. We've got the ball joint at the waist, where you can actually see the peg. Seems like there's actually a little more space here at the waist than there should be. I don't love that. Tell me this isn't like assembled upside down or something like one of the, what was it? There was another one that was like that. The CoverGirl, I think, was assembled upside down. But that doesn't seem to be the case here because this looks like the proper, like that looks like that should be just above the belt line there. I guess it's not bad. I'm being picky. Yeah, man, just the heft of him. I was not quite prepared for it really feeling like an Arctic gear guy. I like this. I also like how the snowsuit is, it's not white. It's a little bit of a grayish white. But you do have more of a pure white. The fur doesn't all match, which I don't know that I don't have a feeling about it. I'm just pointing it out. How about that? Oh, he's got different shoulder joints too. He's got those weird cup things that McFarlane uses. They're not as noticeable here because of the thickness of everything going on. So that's fine. I don't know that they're definitely giving more range. The helmet looks really cool. I love the brown in here. Or like whatever that color is, kind of a brownish orangish around the goggles, just gives it a different unique look. The face mask is great. Well, and you know what? Once again, I was so excited to open this up because I've got a pile of stuff to review here. Look at the joint. The way that they did this joint is actually entirely different because this goes all the way up. Look at that. This hinge is all the way in that ankle as opposed to just ending, like usually they terminate like right here. But this one goes all the way around. So you've got a really deep ankle bend there. Interesting. I wonder why that... Oh, you know what? It's probably just so it can interact with the snowboard. So you can get some... so you can shred that gnar. Right, brah? All right, let's set him down. I got to go get my original Snow Serpent. Okay. So you can see the helmet. Very similar, just kind of streamlined a little bit, updated some. I believe there are goggles in the accessories. We'll check that out in a minute. He's got the parachute pack that's incorporated into the harness on the figure rather than being a separate piece, which I'm good with. Got the pockets on the front. These are added. You know, I don't know that I need him to have two pistols. I don't know if these will stay on or not. And I just realized I don't even have them. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I don't know if I love these. I'm okay with them being there because they're removable. They're options. So he's got blue gloves, which is cool. I like that better than it looking like he's just got... Interesting. So he's got like a... what do we got going on over here? I don't know that my light is optimal. Let's see here. Oh, it's like a snake in front of a mountain, it looks like. Something like that. I like that the zippers are painted. That's a nice touch there. And of course, you know, usually we take a look at these, and on the original figures, the Cobra logo or whatever the arm logo is on the front just because they couldn't put it on the side because there wasn't a flat spot. But here, it is like the original, it's on the front. So his... Well, anyway, nicely updated version of this figure, I feel like. I do wish the blue was a little bluer, but other than that, looks good. So it looks to me... his pants and his top part are a different color. His pants are white, and this is like kind of a light gray. I don't know how I feel about that either. If you can see, and I don't know how easy it is to tell in the video, but it is like everything... from his neck to his waist is like a very, very, very light gray, and his pants are actually white. I kind of wish he was all one or the other. But also, don't care that much. I do notice his knees match the surrounding knee area. His elbows match the surrounding elbow area. So that stuff all matches up nicely. I know I keep saying it. The thickness is great. Okay, so... Articulation-wise, I'm not going to go too deep into that. It does all the stuff it's supposed to do. The wrists are up and down rather than side to side, which is great. Everything feels good. It's sturdy feeling plastic. Nothing feels gummy or cheap. And everything seems to be moving like you want it to move. The hips feel great. The hips move very nicely. So all good there. So let's set him aside and take a look at the accessories for the Snow Serpent number 93. That's everything in there. We'll flatten that box out. I don't know if this one's a keeper because the shape of it is not as useful as some of the other ones. Okay, I got 2 bags of accessories. Oh, well. Okay, so we've got our wolf pelt here, which I'm not even going to bother going to get timber to compare because this does not match either of the timbers. I know that was kind of the joke going around. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. I don't know. We'll put that to the side for now because I want to get him kitted out as close to the original figure as possible, and then I'll take a look at the wolf stuff. But just looking, oh man, the snowboard looks great. Looking at this, I don't know how many of you have played Red Dead Redemption 2, but you know how when you unlock some of the animal skins from the... It's been a while since I played it. I can't remember the guy that crafts stuff for you. And he put on like one of the hats that's made from a bear or a wolf or something, and how goofy it looks. That's all I can think about with this. Okay, snowboard. Let's start with a snowboard. This thing looks great. And as you may have been able to tell, I was not super enthusiastic about a snowboard, but... So those are just... I don't know anything about snowboarding, by the way. I cannot speak to how any of this is supposed to work. Like, obviously, I can figure out how it goes on the figure, but I don't know how accurate. There's got to be straps or something. I don't know. Cobra logo looks great. I really like that it's that white. Looks cool. But look at this. So there's a better look at the Snow Serpent logo. But this sort of camo type pattern on the bottom looks awesome. I had no expectation of that. I hadn't. I say it over and over again. I don't really look at these things too closely when it's something I know I'm going to buy, because I like the delight, like I'm experiencing right now, of things like this Tampo. So the snowboard looks fantastic. You've got the backpack, which is the same as Bazooka's backpack. And see, one of my favorite... I always loved the original Snow Serpent backpack. I thought it looked really cool. I loved that the rocket launcher fit onto the side like that. And I get where they feel like, oh, well, this is, you know, kind of close enough, right? Except it isn't. I don't love what they've done here. And it's another one of those where I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's fine. But it's not what I would have done. Well, I can't say what I would have done because I don't know how any of this works realistically. So there's no telling what I would have done. But anyway, same setup as old Bazooka. Get everything loaded up there and plug it right into the back where it stays nicely. So at least the connection point is good. They did engineer the figure to work with the pre-existing backpack. And I mean, look, that does look cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like that, it makes sense. If you don't see the original Snow Serpent figure and have no expectations for it to be like that, then this works. Oh, which, speaking of, this one does not come with any kind of... Oh, wait, there they are. There they are. Oh, not only are the goggles in there, but they do have a blue paint job on them, too. So those... I don't know how well this is going to work. Classified has not had a super great history with... Oh, look at that. Slide right on, sit right on top of the head there. I can probably get them on a little bit better than that, but there you go. Okay, they work fine, and then you can pop them down if you want to, which actually that does look kind of cool. But I like the whatever this is creepy looking, so I want to leave this exposed. And I'm a big fan of goggles on top of a helmet because it makes no sense. Okay, so there we go. Goggles are on. We've got these snowshoes. And again, I live in Georgia. I do not visit Arctic climates. But these snowshoes strike me as being spectacularly dull and like almost kind of Sigma 6 looking or something. Like maybe this is what snowshoes look like now in the real world. But these just are not exciting or fun at all. I mean, look. I realize these old like tennis racket style snowshoes are probably outdated in the 80s. But I mean, look at this isn't fun. It's just not. I don't know which one goes. Let's see if we got a marking of any kind. No. I don't know which one goes on which foot. But we're going to put them on there. I feel like this should be on the outside. I have no idea. If we have anybody who's an expert in snow relations, by all means, drop in the comments and let me know which one goes where. Now the foot peg doesn't seem to go in particularly well either. I was just testing to see if, as preposterous as it seems, to see if they had different size foot pegs. They don't. They just don't fit in very well. I just don't feel like heating them up because I don't believe I'm going to display the figure with these because they just don't. This just doesn't look good. I don't like it. It looks like a little kid wearing like, look, I'm a robot. I don't like those. What else have we got over here? Oh, we've got the, I forgot about the end of the rocket launcher. There we go, which does make it a little long and unwieldy, doesn't it? To be just rolling around with that thing hanging off your back. Got a cool, I believe this is the same one. We've seen this before. I cannot remember exactly who it came with, but it's very Sunbow looking, and I appreciate it for that. Just something a little different to equip if you buy multiple Snow Serpents, so one of them can have something different. Did this come with a Valkyries, maybe? Whatever the case, look, I kept my blast effects so I could test them on stuff. So anyway, I like this pistol a lot, but I'm not giving it to the Snow Serpent. These pistols are perfectly fine little pistols. I don't know that the Snow Serpent needs them. It's funny how many of these accessories I think I'm going to be tossing in the drawer. But then we've got this really cool rifle that I definitely dig and will definitely be using with my Snow Serpent. Now, is it as cool as the original AK-47? You know what? I think this is cooler, although it is very rubbery, and I don't like that at all. But it is what it is. So I'm not going to give him the pistols. Oh, I'm going to have to put these back on to take my picture, though. But whatever. We're going to, just for you guys here in the video, we're going to kit this guy out. Gosh, that rubber gun is terrible. Ugh. So there's that. He also has a knife that I have already read online in many, many places he has no storage for. So he's got, there's the knife, and there is nowhere to put the knife. So that also is going in the accessory drawer. There's nothing, people kept saying online, like, oh, I can't, the knife doesn't go anywhere. And I thought, surely you're missing something, but no. And don't call me Shirley. Okay, so stripped down. So, man, let's put the snowboard on him, because I actually do, now that I kind of have it in front of me. Oh, the peg's going to be a problem on this thing too. No, because the snowboard's harder plastic, so the pegs should go in a little better. Okay, so yeah, he fits on the snowboard really nicely, and because of those ankles, you can get, I'm going to take the backpack off. Because of those ankles, you can get some extreme poses. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold that. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I think, yeah, you can get a two-handed grip on that rifle too. Even though this figure is thicker, I'm not going to mess with it right now. So you can probably playing around with this a lot more. You can get more cool poses, but those ankles really make a big difference on what you can do with this snowboard. So finally, let's try out the wolf accessories that I might put on like a Conan figure or something. I don't know. Okay. Soft pegs work really, really well. Hasbro and other toy companies. Okay, so there's that. That's which I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, one of my modern, like 25th anniversary or whatever, Snow Serpents has the cape like this. Like they went a little more nuts with it than the original figure. And then there is a peg hole in the cape, so you can put that on top of that. And then might have to take the goggles off, might not. I don't know. I'm absolutely not using this anyway, so whatever. We get our wolf pelt. So that's what that looks like. All right. So at the end of the day, for me, this is how I'm going to break this review down. I have a Snow Serpent figure with a rifle that I like that looks pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with that. And then, to go with it, I've got a bunch of accessories. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the snowboard, but it would not have been my accessory of choice. I got a bunch of accessories that, to me, I either don't need or don't like. Oh, the goggles don't count in that. The goggles go on the figure. That, for me, does work. And everybody's opinions are going to vary on all of this. Some of you may love the whole package and think it's great. So, at the end of the day, I've got a figure and a rifle that I really like. And I've got a pile of accessories that range from I specifically do not like to I'm not going to use to aren't really appropriate for the figure. So that's where we are. And I did cancel. Because I did my pre-order roulette. I had Snow Serpent ordered from Pulse, from Big Bad. That might have been it, actually. This one came from Big Bad. I canceled my Pulse order because I really wanted to see it first, because I wasn't positive how much I was going to like this one. I actually like the figure a lot more than I thought I would. I like the accessories a lot less than I thought I would. So there you go. That's where we're at. Maybe we'll get a retro release that has a loadout that I like a little more. I'm not going to say this loadout is bad, because like I said, I'm sure a lot of people are going to dig it. But for me, it just isn't quite what I wanted. But the figure is great. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. And until next time, Cobra.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.